radio, kill the radio star. Just like the current clubs are killing these bars. Big companies, you picked your last straw.
Welcome. This is the weekend show. This is Mediumjay. I am XLG. What do you got for us today, Jay?
So I just want to get right into this. The Will Smith and Jada heartbreak. It's affecting.
What happened to Will Smith and Jada? Tell me.
So Will Smith was sitting down in the hot room with Jada Smith.
What is the hot room? Quickly. Tell me.
Well, the hot room is like this. It's like I don't even know if it's a hot room. I fucking can't even remember what the name is. But I just remember like it's
so
like
there's no hot yoga?
It's like an interview where it's like hot questions.
Oh, okay, that
like,
kind. Oh, okay.
I got you. Yeah,
I got you. That kind of hot room, not an actual literal hot room.
No, it's not. It's not a hot. It's not a hot sauna that they're in.
Oh, okay.
No. So apparently, when questioned about this what's the deal with like this August guy? He's like a rapper, August Alsina. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it.
August Alsina.
Yeah, he. Will Smith asked his fucking wife Jada, and she was like, "Well, I had an entanglement."
Ooh.
Quote unquote entanglement.
An entanglement.
And
makes it sound mysterious and
Will Smith was like,
sexy.
Entanglement. Come on. You had a relationship.
Yeah.
While she was married, right? So it's just like the whole thing. Everyone feels bad for Will Smith. Like it's like a general like sorry, but it's like I feel as though he didn't keep his woman in check. He's the man at some point, but like when she starts acting, she starts getting her own kind of thing
I thought
going.
they had some sort of open relationship.
No, not the way it seemed with Will Smith. It seemed like Will Smith was loyal. But I mean, this is again, it's all smoke and mirrors, Hollywood bullshit. Like
exactly.
It's up to debate. Like you never know with those Illuminati sex parties that go on.
That's true. Some of them in the underground dungeons of
I just
a pizza
imagine
shop.
like all those fucking weird Hollywood movies you see with the masks
the
on
eyes
and
wide
everyone
shut
just
and everything, and
everyone just dancing, and it's like your wife's my wife, my wife's your wife, and it's just you just let it go.
A wife. You get a wife, and
but
you get a wife.
When it seemed like Will Smith seemed like he was on the verge of like crying.
Oh my god!
Because it's like so out in the open, and it's like
how can the bad boy cry? Why?
Yeah, I know.
How can she make the bad boy cry?
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, man. Like, it's fucking Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, man. Yeah. Give that boy some air.
Somebody was living downtown with Jada.
Yeah, and the thing is, August Alsina, he's not even a famous rapper.
No.
Like, he's not a famous rapper. He's one of those local city. He's famous in his city.
Right.
I'd say, like, I think he's from St. Louis.
Is he bigger than Kanye?
No. I would say there's Kanye West, and then there's rappers that are signed to Kanye, which obviously Kanye West...
So he's got his own production.
He's got his own like label, so he has a rapper signed. And I'd say like with August Alsina, he'd be like signed to the guys signed to Kanye West. That's how he's like a third-rate rapper. Like there's first,
Jada, what did you see in him?
And I think he very much reminds you of that Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Like, hey. Like that's the type of guy he is.
So she was looking for the younger Will.
She was looking for a younger Will. It seemed as though because like he's just a poppin' rapper, young, old women in go.
So she was looking for the young Will Smith out of that movie there.
She wanted to spice things up, like it's obvious. It's obvious. Like you get into that point when a woman, goes through that. The woman's sexual prime is like what?
The 7-year itch.
It's right before menopause. It's just to kickstart those last few eggs. That's what it is.
You gotta get those eggs fertilized before they go into the carton forever.
They start going in heat. Like a young guy, like 17, 18, 19. That's like for a guy.
God.
Like,
remember, send your letters
40,
to Mediumjay.
45, yeah. Send your hate mail.
Hate mail care of Mediumjay. Oh my God, man.
Yeah, but I think like he's August Alsina's. I never heard of this guy, and I have a song on my on my playlist that he's in, but he's featured with Kevin Gates because I like Kevin Gates. He's on that I Don't Get Tired song.
Right. And
he's now more famous just for fucking Jada Pinkett Smith than being a rapper because that's like, it's like, major tabloid news right there.
It is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Poor Will.
Social media is fucked though. Like social media, everyone just
it's
constantly
out of control.
And then you got the Huawei phone, right?
Yeah.
So the Huawei phone's apparently hacked from the government or
Was
whatever.
it?
That's what they said. They say like the Huawei phone comes straight from China. So it's like the joke is that it's like.
Don't all of them though?
But yeah, that's what I mean. Like what? So our phones built in. So Samsung and iPhones are fucking tracking in U.S. government or the Canadian government or
Not the Canadian government. The Canadian government doesn't have the money for it, unfortunately.
We still have those cans that you put next to the doors.
Yeah. They got the glass up against the wall and they're listening for the Soviet
those,
secrets. We are all in trouble.
They go check the string's been cut, guys. Fall back.
Yeah.
Fall back. The string's been cut. No, but
We've been compromised.
with this whole social media thing, like I think it's weird that TikTok is banned in. I think it's banned in USA or something. Like it's
They
going
were
to be
talking
banned.
about it.
They're
Yeah.
trying to because
I hadn't checked the news before I came.
it's well known that like it's just a Chinese spyware app. Like it's just.
Well, and I mean, I think everybody's spying on everybody. It doesn't really matter.
But I don't get it because like TikTok videos are literally, "Hey guys, what's up?" And then or they're singing along to something, and it's just like funny skits. So it's like
Not all of them.
some of
Did you not see the? I wish I could remember her name.
Well, it's
the
literally
TikTok video of the girl doing her eyelashes and
halfway through she stops. And
Not
talks.
even halfway through. 12 seconds in, she starts talking about the Uyghur problem in China.
Yeah, but like as famous as that is, and like it's kind of like what's the word? Like it's like as famous as that is, what's gonna happen? We all know that China is like the
Gonna continue?
Yeah, gonna continue doing like these crazy acts against the Geneva Convention.
Well, acts
It's
against
like
humanity.
Humanity,
you know?
yeah. And it's like they're saying that another Holocaust is happening in China.
Oh yeah, it certainly sounds like it. They're being taken to the work camps.
And it's like it's concentration camps for sure.
Basically.
And it's like, what is the entire like world's government gonna do until something actually happens? Like, it's like they're taking Muslims, and it's like the U.S. has been having like a crazy problem with Muslims. Like, in the
But
last
they haven't started rounding them up yet or anything.
But
They're
it's-
not.
So what's going to be the first blow in this World War battle if World War III were to happen? Because there's constantly fights in like Libya. There's constant fights in like Iran, Iraq.
Mm-hmm.
It's like.
The cradle of humanity seems to be falling apart. That whole
And
area.
it feels like it's like even for the most part in Canada, it's within Canada we're fighting. It's like we're all fighting weird wars of like bouts of like almost like systemic racism and poverty.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like classism, almost like class.
Yeah, class warfare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like the U.S. It's like the Black Lives Matter and the police constantly abusing the blacks, and it's overseas. It's like acts of crazy terrorism.
Mm-hmm.
There's acts of crazy like whatever China's doing with those concentration camps. It's and the thing is, I always think if we knew about what's going on, what do we not know? Like what?
Yeah.
What's the shit?
Yeah,
like it's like a
this is
gulag
just
almost.
this
It's
is
like
just what
gulag.
we know. What don't we know?
So if it's that crazy, and then whoever is, if you look at any like Chinese news, it's like these guys that reporters try to bring it up, and they're like, what do you think about these like actual photos? And it's like a big projector in the back, like, look at this. What do you think about this cameras and on tape of people getting rounded up? And it's like, I couldn't see it. It looked blurry. That's literally, and it's like clear as day.
It is, yeah.
So,
it's the general. I don't want to say denouncement, but it's the brushing off of these things, and it doesn't immediately concern me personally, so I'm not going to pay attention to it. And
well, that's how almost all everybody is. It's like a human way of life. It's like, well, that the tsunami didn't happen here, that earthquake didn't happen here, that tyrannical government's not happening here.
it's starting to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. All of the above is starting to.
Did you see that Donald Trump has now suggested holding back the election, moving the date?
That's it's like a tactic.
Not canceling it, but postponing it to another day and stuff like that. And it's just, well, he doesn't have the authority to do it for one thing. He has to get it by Congress, which would never happen.
But with everything going on right now, it wouldn't be a surprise. Like, it's the ongoing narrative with everybody in my generation is, what the fuck are they going to throw at us next? You know, what are they going to throw at us next? Like, it's like,
yeah,
we've seen it all now at this point. 2020 is like a shit show. Like, you couldn't write a better fucking disaster movie almost. Like, as far as all public. I do think something bigger is going to happen than this COVID-19, because it feels like this is like the sky's falling. Yeah. And we're all Chicken Little. But I feel like something real big is going to happen, especially because the U.S. government stated that there's like aliens, or like they have like ships or vehicles that have
the UFO footage
not been on the Earth. Yeah.
Or they actually said that they have possession of
shit that's not from our Earth. They don't know. It's like unknown.
Oh, that's great.
So it's like, okay, now we're admitting that we don't know what we don't know pretty much. So it's like after that, it's like, okay, so some shit probably is going to happen, and it could be easily labeled as an excuse of like, oh yeah, there's definitely aliens now, or so you could just get away with some bullshit.
Well, I mean,
could be a big smoke and mirrors effect too.
Well, yeah, because if the government were to say, well, we have alien spaceships, then shouldn't that right there be shaking the very foundations of what humanity believes? Should that not be putting into...
Well, they're all UFOs, so it's
the doubt of God?
If they're all UFOs, unidentified. Everything that we don't know is unidentified.
Yes.
So it's like, hey, that ship with you guys, that spaceship over there, that one's not ours. No.
Okay, fine. Yes, I could take my water bottle here, paint it up, huck it into the air, film it,
take a picture,
and technically, yes, it would be an unidentified.
And the way the light
object
hits it perfectly, it look like it's zooming past.
Then yes, technically, it is an unidentified flying object.
So, but it's like if the government can admit,
I know.
We now know that there's unidentified UFOs.
It's one thing to admit they've got the UFOs. It's another thing for them to show us that they've got the UFOs.
Yeah, we want the proof.
Yeah,
show us the money.
Yeah. You guys telling me this, because so far the only thing we've seen are those the videos from the pilots of those ships going across the sky.
Yeah.
Right.
Or Roswell. In the balloon thing, it was real. It was real.
No. Let's forget about Roswell. That was a long time ago.
I want to see aliens, man. Before I die, I want to see some aliens. And I want to.
Well, maybe you might. Maybe
I want to know the alien's dick is bigger than mine. Is the alien packing? Because
maybe the aliens are past the need for that, because nobody's ever mentioned anything about the alien.
If the alien doesn't have a dick, just like they could enslave us. I'd still be making fun of.
But have you seen that doctor? I wish I had her name. The doctor promoting the latest round of hydroxychloroquine to save coronavirus, and she also is claiming that there is that scientists use demon sperm and alien DNA to make vaccines.
But that sounds like
but she's saying that aliens are having sex with humans. Aliens and demons are having sex with humans. So
aliens and demons.
By that logic, then that means aliens do have dicks.
But how credible is this? The alien, okay, demons is one thing. Aliens is one thing.
You always knew demons had a dick.
It's like,
or razor blades.
Demons. Demon rape is like, it's common, right?
Yes,
it happens to at least 25% of young boys.
Oh my God, man.
No, but like demons is a category where it's like the heaven and hell, like. Well, then we got angels then.
Right.
So I'm sure angel sperm's being mixed around too.
Angel sperm? Nobody even talked about the angels.
Talk about demon sperm. You want to talk about angel sperm?
Well, obviously angels are fucking... Well, yeah, somebody, because Nephilims are the half-breed of a god and a human, so... Nephilim.
What is a Nephilim?
Nephilim. I learned that off of a TV show.
That can't be. That's not.
It is a real thing.
Nephilims.
Nephilim.
Are
you look
real
it up. You look it up.
angels living. They're bred.
No. A Nephilim is the cross. Is the product of a god, demon, human baby.
But it's not. It's not real. It's like a
Well, it's as real as angels are. Let's put it that way. Then.
like a flying horse Pegasus.
No.
Or
No.
or
It's
a
not a
centaur.
unicorn. It's not a
Centaur.
unicorn or a centaur or anything like that. No.
It's not real.
No, like it's as real as an
Like I can
angel
go
is.
see. Oh yeah. Okay.
It's as real as an angel is, because if you believe in angels and gods, then something that can happen is.
And
they
if
come
there's
down,
no
they have a little
angels,
off.
here's the proof. I believe in angels. I believe in spirits, and I guess there would have to be semen running around somewhere, because there's a lot of fucked up people living on the earth, right?
Sure.
Demon semen spreads. Why is there so much angel?
Hashtag demon semen spreads.
Hashtag, write that down.
That is a good one.
Why are there
Demon
so much
semen spreads.
angel food cake though? Who's
Because
making all this? Who's eating all this?
I
angel
don't think
food
it's
cake?
actually food for angels, because according to most of the TV shows, angels don't need to eat, even though some of them do love the flavor and the texture. That's the comedy part of some of the shows, but angels don't really need to eat.
Man, it would
Demons only eat your soul.
Yeah, it'd be weird to see like the biblical angel, like the actual angel where it's like 1,000 eyes and spinning or some whatever.
What?
Like an angel's not just a manifestation of a human. Like
Where the hell did you hear an angel has 1,000 eyes?
1,000 eyes, and it's like there's the biblical angel.
God,
man.
what's the head look like then, or is it just all
It's just
eyes?
like a spirit manifestation of like.
So then why isn't it just one big eye as the head, and it's anywhere, it's like one of those paintings, anywhere you go around that head that is just one giant eye, it's
like
always looking at
Well, no,
you.
it's like kind of
Like Dr. Mysterio off of SpiderMan with the helmet thing.
kind of like that. But if you had a bunch of rings around it, now you spread all the rings around like a Sonic almost, and it's a bunch of rings and it's spinning, and it has eyes on those things spinning.
And it's just constantly spinning around.
Yeah,
How
and
do you
then
not
it's
get
like
dizzy?
people always say like, "Oh, I was created by an angel," but then there's some people that are like, "This angel is fucking crazy." So yeah, I don't know. That's
So
just,
why have they never had any of those angel paintings on the Sistine Chapel or anything like that? What
not
the
a-
hell?
it's not
Where did you
appealing.
learn that? Oh my
not appealing.
God.
It's just it's an internet thing that you wouldn't understand, old man.
Oh my God.
Let's-
that sounds like a conspiracy theory.
Let's keep this rolling because this talk's starting to sound like an Alex Jones by himself podcast instead of the weekend show.
Well, it's not like I'm disproving you or
XLG
anything.
and Mediumjay.
All right, go for it.
Okay, let's get serious.
Okay.
Black Lives Matter. Do you think they matter?
Yes, obviously.
Okay. And what about white lives?
Well, sure.
You fucked up, man.
Oh, what?
You're
White lives
fucked
don't
up.
matter anymore?
Nope, you can't say that, man. You got us banned.
Well,
right
no,
now.
I'm not saying it.
No. No, but like with everything going on,
I mean, even saying no.
with everything going on, it's not a good look, man. You definitely.
Well, no, I'm not
You're gonna
going
get
around
doxxed.
spouting it.
You're gonna come into work, put on your apron, and they're gonna be like, you know what? Can I see you in my office?
I don't wear an apron at work. I just let my hair fall freely.
Let your balls dangle.
Yeah.
You
In my meat packing processing plant.
you a Commando guy?
A little personal? Why? Is that why your finger keeps sliding up my thigh? What the hell are you doing under here? Get off!
I didn't think you'd notice. No, but
Cut your nails and I might not have noticed, but
they cut. I'm also cut. I feel as though like I was wearing these like tight underwears because I had nothing else today, and I was just like, man, there's no ballroom. I'm not free. I want to be free. I want to be those guys that can just go around with no underwear. And I think you can't do that. You can't do that while you're working, sweating. But like just on your days off, no underwear, rocking no underwear. Let that shit dangle. Free the balls.
okay.
And I also want to fight for women to have the same rights as men. As the beach,
no.
topless.
You are not. No.
To-
No, you are not. Do not even think about that.
What?
No. You'll get us kicked off and have every woman in the world mad at us.
The
No.
free nipple
You're-
campaign is.
you are not.
It's a
You're not
movement.
comparing free balling to women going topless.
free balling
No free ball.
with pants.
God.
Commando is with pants.
I know Commando is with
So
pants.
you don't want to free the nipple.
No.
No?
No,
Okay.
it's quite all right.
All right. So,
Quite
anyways,
all right.
back to
Not
Black.
that I'm a prude
Listen,
or
we're trying to
anything.
back to Black Lives
trying to
Matter.
get back to back. Oh my God! Then how did you get on the nipples being free?
I think if we all kind of embrace that hippie tradition that our Woodstock generation had, where we just kind of freely dance and we're all high.
You know they shit
taking
in
as
the
much-
field at Woodstock too, right?
Free.
I'm pretty
They
sure
were
it was.
free.
I'm pretty sure it was just openly shitting in the field.
Openly shitting and
Yeah.
open.
Do you think that
spirits.
was all mud?
Could have been a little.
Oh, I'm pretty sure there was some excrement in there at some point.
Yeah. Well,
Giant spreader.
yeah.
Oh my God.
You know, with Black Lives Matter, I want to really get serious though for a sec.
Please do.
I feel though like it's weird that it's against the police. It's a weird movement because there's black people that are police. There's some pictures of rioters saying Black Lives Matter chants that are white to black officers, and at this point it's gotten confusing. It definitely does, and the movement kind of was taken and ran with the looters. So it's like it's easy. If you're a racist right now, 2020, I guess the start of August, it's easy to be like, Black Lives Matter. You mean like you just want to loot and shit? You don't give a fuck because
It's nothing to do with looting.
It's almost like some people try to start something, and like if you have a concert at Metallica and there's a stabbing because there's a riot or something and the fans got crazy. It's not Metallica's fault that there was a beer bottle being smashed over someone's head. It's people kind of get too wild when they're together, and there's some people just honestly are criminals and they just want to take a big event and be like, okay, this is my justified reason for doing such actions.
It depends. It depends who you think the protesters were, or who you think. You know, they're saying all the protesters were throwing Molotovs and they were causing damage, but
they're not really protesting at that point. They're rioting. Like,
well, who were the rioters then? Do you actually know it was some extreme left-wing crazy nut that threw the Molotov?
I think it was just a guy that wanted to throw a Molotov. He probably was like, fuck it, man. It was probably a guy that doesn't give a fuck about politics, doesn't give a fuck about like an entire, like black, white, whatever he was, whoever's throwing Molotovs, it's like, you've kind of just wanted to see some destruction. It's not really like, he's not like, this is my political agenda bottle. Like it's not a political tactic.
No, but now you see
fires.
how important the language is though too.
Yeah,
because that person is an agitator.
And with the media, they label it. Oh, these protesters are throwing.
Well,
Molotovs.
yeah, they'll label it the protesters.
A friendly protest, and it's like these protesters, and it's like they're like then the picture is they're yelling and screaming in faces, and they're like fucking.
Well, they're always yelling and screaming.
Yeah,
That's the nature of a protest.
Yeah.
That's what they're supposed to be.
But it's like they label it as like the friendly. It's a friendly protest or whatever. It's a what is the
peaceful
the term? Peaceful protest.
Peaceful protest.
And then they got is pictures of, so the labeling is already wrong. So it's like the media is like.
Well, again, that depends on what station you're watching too.
Yeah, well, I think it's for the most part
Whose
like
news feed are you feeding from?
And you only got two choices: you're either right wing racist or a leftist like caterer to all the races.
Are you saying there's no medium media?
There's no medium media, and it's like a person generally talking. It's only the people. It's only the middle class, which is generally a person with their phones. And a microphone and doing a podcast themselves because the media is so get views. They're like, we need ratings. Mm-hmm. It's a business at the end of the day. So it's like, how can we get more views? Mm-hmm. How can we make people matter?
Yeah. Well, a lot of the times the news, if you're not showing some sort of agitation going on, people tune out and you lose ratings. And it's like you said, that's what it's all about.
And what you said like a few weeks ago when we did this, the constant 24 news cycle.
God, do you remember what I said weeks ago?
I remember, yeah. I remember. I have a...
Slow down and
I have a
pot.
photographic memory.
Damn, you're good.
But with like the constant 24, we're getting hammered. And the guy, I always imagine like the SpiderMan, that boss is like the media. We need more pictures of SpiderMan.
Yeah.
We need more pictures.
Yeah.
If it's working, it's working. We need more riots.
J. Jonah Jameson mentality there, Jameson.
I'm pretty sure there was a couple of the agitators.
Yeah.
Had fucking journalistic ties and shit, and they're like, oh shit, I could throw a Molotov and we can get this thing going, and we got a bigger story than just a peaceful fucking protest.
Yeah. Well, exactly.
At the end of the day, it's...
So are you saying that news companies are actually sending people out there to agitate the situation?
Well, if they send news people out there to film tornadoes, hurricanes, they got their own employees out in the middle of the weather's fucking horrible out here, this fucking, the water's hitting the skies, it's going dark, I'll see you guys signing off. And it's like, all right, hopefully
that's a tornado though.
Hopefully he comes in Monday, because
that's a tornado.
He's not getting paid if he's late.
Nothing you can do about the tornado.
It's like, and then it doesn't really even, I don't think they care. Like, it's like, we just need more pictures of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It comes down to, we just need more pictures, or we need more news coverage on what is working. And that's what, when they run dry a segment, they ran the segment dry. Mm-hmm. And I feel like it was, COVID-19 brought the news back. Like, you got to check the news more often now.
Well, obviously.
And it was the genius scheme would be, all right, shit, we're constantly losing. It's like the Super Bowl. We're constantly losing viewers. Let's do something spectacular, or WWE, or it's like the news. I feel as though they took this thing and ran with it, and the government can view the news and be like, well, let's keep adding implications in this thing. Let's try to manage this so that it's like. Because honestly, I feel that the longer I go with quarantine and COVID-19, and you got a face mask and hand sanitizer and all this bullshit, it feels as though it's just not nearly as bad. Like, if I caught COVID-19, I probably did, and I shook it off like a dog that's wet. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, there's constant information coming out, and it's just getting, I don't know, personally, it's getting kind of tiring just you turn on the news and all it is the same doctors saying the same things, and people still aren't getting it. It's, you wear your mask, you socially distance, you wash your hands. Yes, kids can contract it. Yes, kids can spread it. And nobody seems to be taking this seriously. As soon as they tied mask wearing, at least in the States, this is the problem. Is
Canada takes it serious.
We're too infected. We're too infested with a lot of American news, and I'm not keeping up enough with Canadian news, because every time I try to go to Canadian news, they're always running some fluff piece.
It's so boring, Canadian news.
Canadian news. It is.
They don't ever talk about anything real anyways.
Well, exactly, yeah, because we haven't got this kind of crazy shit that's going on down in the States. We haven't got Donald Trump as, Conrad Black isn't our prime minister. God forbid if that should ever happen. No.
Canada should just be absorbed by the U.S.
No, we got to wall them up.
Wall them up. No, every Canadian deep down
bordering stupidity? Canada and Mexico.
That Hollywood lifestyle. Everybody does. It's just, it's so weird that nothing really exists in the world as far as the U.S. goes. Like, if you're from the U.S. and you talk to anyone, they don't know shit about any other countries.
No, unfortunately, cities. They don't. It's just constant of their own history, which is fine. They got their own train and their own. They should learn their own history going through school. But then, when you come out of school, you should start learning about other places.
Especially because China's probably running shit. China has been established for thousands of years. U.S. 100? Couple hundred?
Not as long as China, that's for sure.
10 times longer. China's been like established as far as country. And it's just, I just feel as though like they're probably had the most insight as to what's going on, but from such a tyrannical, still kind of, I mean, any kind of communism can get, it's never worked.
In theory, communism works.
And
in theory,
it always sounds good. It's like cake.
It looks good on paper,
It's like
you know.
cake.
I know, but everything's cake.
I want
to cut into your bottle because I think it's cake.
I'm cake.
You just may be. Hey, there's the big surprise. There's the big reveal.
No, but like, yeah, it's like the communism aspect is like, I'm in charge.
Yes.
Oh, I won't fuck around.
No. I'll be good. I'll be good. Oh, yeah.
I'll be cool.
Yeah. Trust me. Cool.
And it's like,
sure,
all right, okay.
Yeah, we'll trust you.
Close the door on your way out.
Yeah.
It's like they left it a crack open and it's like, kill him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Kill him. Everything's mine. It's all mine. Now I'm going to go take a bath in my money.
Yeah.
I'm going to roll naked in my millions of dollars that I've collected out of the people and let them all starve.
Speaking of dictatorship relationships, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, not Henry. Harry. He's pretty much a simp, eh?
Why is he?
Because all I see in the news is, okay, that Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are getting out of the family. You know, they're out of the family.
Yeah, I know the
in
royal
Canada
family.
Now. They're not
They're not in Canada. I thought they were down in L.A. Meghan Markle's already doing voiceovers for Disney.
Well, it's like she feels. It seems as though we talked about Will Smith and Jada Smith, Jada Pinkett Smith. Seems as though Meghan Markle's kind of taking that thing. She already I've seen in the news.
She have an affair on Harry?
Not an affair.
An entanglement?
It looks as though not so much that, but it just seems like she's wearing the pants in the relationship.
Oh, probably. Sure.
She told him to get rid of all his guns. Yeah, there's too many guns, not enough for the family. Not too much. It's too much for the family. Yeah. So he got rid of all his guns, and he was in the army and stuff like that. So you know those army guys fall in love like that, right?
Right.
So and it's like
they're constantly thinking they're gonna die next mission they go out.
Yeah. Well, and fucking probably gets lonely bombing things. Like if you're just up there bombing things, constantly sending airstrikes on rubble.
It depends how the plane flies. If you got to fly it, or if you just kind of sit there and boop boop.
And he pulls out his locket and he looks in, and it's like, oh my wife.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna marry this.
I'm coming back for you, baby.
Yeah. But it seems as though it's now Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. It's not Prince Harry's Prince Harry. I didn't know who the fuck Meghan Markle was, and I mean she's a pretty girl.
An actress off of Suits.
She was an actress?
Yeah. You didn't know she was on Suits?
No.
Yeah.
Suits.
Yeah, she was an actress. She was on Suits. But just before she got onto Suits, she was a waitress at some coffee shop in L.A. Everybody's got to start from somewhere.
Yeah.
And then, I guess she got a couple of things, and then
but I feel as though
Suits and
Meghan Markle,
Prince.
Yeah, I mean, well, he's the prince. Like he's like
he was
royal. He
not anymore.
Because he disbanded? Mm-hmm. Exactly. So
Left
it's like,
the family.
And whose decision do you think that was? Meghan, she's playing characters in her life, and she's playing also people in her life.
Right. So she thinks
Actor
she's
on
playing
Suits,
Harry.
she's playing a simp.
Playing a simp.
And it's like a violin too. It's beautiful. It's beautiful news. Like
I guess it depends how much Harry likes having his strings plucked.
Harry, get rid of your guns.
Strings plucked.
Harry,
having his strings.
Leave your
plucked.
family. I got some shit to do for Disney. Come on, like how shitty.
Yeah, she's the one earning the money. He's never had a job in his life.
But like he was in the army though,
He was in the army. He was being told what to do. Sure, but
if you're going into battle,
pretty much every member of the royal family has to do some military service.
If you're going into battle with Prince Harry, right? Like,
what do you think?
I gotta protect this motherfucker, man, or else they're gonna kill me.
Oh no! Wouldn't they have let his bodyguards? Wouldn't they have let his bodyguards in there too? His bodyguards running behind him when he's trying to,
right in front of him,
taking over, fighting the Taliban. There, and the bodyguards
Harry,
jumping
get
in
down.
front. Yeah, he's got a whole line of bodyguards behind him.
Sending the next one. This one's shot.
Yeah, this one just got shot. Sending the next one. There's another one flying in front of him, and he gets taken out too.
Some parachute in.
Sure.
Protecting Harry.
Yeah, and protect the prince.
No, it looks like he's going bald though, because it looks like he's under a lot of stress with this bitch. Meghan Markle seems like she's just
Look at who his dad was. I mean, mom had a great set of hair, but you know.
I mean, with this the whole thing is she's uprooted his life, and I think like plain and simple. She played him. She's playing him.
I don't know. You know, maybe he didn't want out. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe he was tired of just sitting around on his ass all day, not doing anything.
Yeah, I mean, you could get like. I feel like it's the the Robert Kardashian effect. Like he's like the royalty. He's a royalty, but he's like there's always the son that doesn't give a fuck. Like he's like, I'm just gonna blow my all the shit my parents worked for. There's a lot of that.
They didn't work for a goddamn thing.
Yeah, you're born into it.
Yeah,
you're just like shit.
It was all the ones before them that worked for it.
Look, I'll do something. I'll go to Baghdad, fuck around with the guys overseas, shoot a couple guns, drink a couple beers.
He went on missions.
Yeah,
he was in the middle of an interview. He was in the middle of an interview, and he had to go jump into his chopper or his plane or whatever the hell it was.
But like he probably just carpet bombed a lot lot of guys flying through.
Yeah, whatever the RAF does.
And it'd be pretty easy, like if you're carpet bombing like villages that don't need to be carpeted.
Oh my God.
You carpet bomb a whole village that doesn't even have carpet. It's just dope.
It doesn't even have carpet. I don't think many of the villages over there have carpet to bomb.
And they got the rugs.
That's not what the carpet is. That's not what the carpet is in carpet bombing.
They got rugs. They don't have carpet.
They don't rug bomb them. They don't rug burn them. They burn them with carpet bombing.
And
that's not the carpet in carpet bombing.
Well, I mean, we got international news. We talked a shit ton about China. Let's see. Let's go local news. You know those homeless tents that you see around?
Yeah.
They were told to disperse, right?
Right.
Like, homeless tent place. It was like almost like Skid Row for Winnipeg.
Yeah.
It's like all these fucking tents.
Yeah.
And they were told to disperse. So it's like they just shook them up and like they like scattered.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like they scattered, and you just go down the street for a couple blocks up and there's still a bunch of homeless people in tents. And I was talking with my buddy at work, and he was like, what could you do? Like what can they do? Like to just tell them to stop? Stop living here.
Yeah, exactly. You know, stop living here. Well, where the fuck are they supposed to go then?
Shoot, it just feels like the homeless problem. It's a problem.
Yeah, it is.
But the thing is, if you could send money to people, get the money, and then it won't really help because.
Well, I mean, you take the money from projects that should never be, like opening up Portage and Main to pedestrian traffic. How about we take the money that was allocated to that and put it towards solving the homeless problem? That's they need the low income housing.
What never happened, never works is we're throwing money at homeless people. Like if I was given something my whole life, it's that spoiled prince theory. Prince gets everything. And it's like, if you're homeless, if you gave people homes and you gave them money, you gave them direction, and you said, okay, you got a job, you got this, you got that, you got a car, you got everything necessary. Do you think like, okay, he's got this income coming, he'll go back to drugs probably. He'll probably just be like, oh, well, I didn't earn this, but it's like he'll fuck it up and have parties.
That took a dark turn.
I do think, man, like, because no one's dream is to live on the streets, but if you get, I can see how alluring it is. If you
live on the street,
if you fall, and obviously if you have nothing, you have no one, your family doesn't like you,
right,
disowns you, it's hard. And I seen a guy, I have a friend, very close friend, that struggled through homelessness, and he's actually one of my best friends, and we used to rap all the time together, and.
Where is he now?
He's dead. Because he was living on the streets for so long. His family disowned him. He was in and out of jail. Stabbing a dude. He was in jail. And then another stabbing gone wrong. And he died, man. And the thing is, it wasn't like a shock. To be honest, like out of all the people I've known, to hear that he was stabbed at his age and how crazy his life wasn't a shock. It's like, he's homeless?
Well,
shit,
yeah,
when
because
I
of his
found out-
lifestyle, the people he's involved
Man,
with.
I let him live with my mom for 2 years.
Yeah.
And this is some real shit I didn't really want to get into, like local news I have written down. But he was living with me and my mom, and I was like, man, it was like 2 years go by. It's like, man, you had a job maybe like for like 6 months out of the 2 years, and it's
Yeah.
like, you know, like you can't. I'm getting ready to move out of my mom's house. I'm like, man, you like it's.
Can't
my mom
stay
doesn't.
here with
My mom
me.
doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, want you to live here, and
Yeah.
and we got into like this. Come on, man, like. I'll get out. I'll move out. Come on. I just need to get on my feet.
Yeah.
Like, it's been 2 years, man. My mom's yelling at me about this shit. And it's like, as soon as I'm like, yo, just, you gotta get out, man. Just whatever. You could come pick your shit up, but like, yo, you gotta, like, seriously, like, live with your girlfriend or whatever. Cause he'd always
Yeah.
bring his girlfriend over and everything was cool. Like, and he had a job at Tim Hortons and he was fucking working. And it's like, it's like almost like that same day. It's like, I guess I pushed him out, but eventually lost his job, or he had his job lost before or whatever. Fucking girl living at his girlfriend's. One thing, and I see like about a year and a half ago, my brother talks to him on the bus. Same old guy, but just years later of not giving a fuck. You know, like you meet someone in high school and it's like, whatever, man. I don't care. You know those like stoners, fuck it, man. But he didn't give a fuck to the point where I'll live on the street. I go into jail.
Yeah, it's well, obviously
And
the guy's got some sort of
It's
mental
like if
issue
you're like,
too.
come on, man, like, come live with me. And if Julia said that, or it's like, man, we're struggling, you're struggling, we all got bills to pay, and everyone's struggling. But if you just say fuck it, and you just said never paid a dime of anything to like anything, and never really built anything, it's easy to fall into the, I'm on the street now, whatever, fuck it, no bills.
Well, yeah, by the time
Order
you
up a
hit the
taxi and
street-
run off on the taxi. Fuck it. Hopefully it's not the same taxi guy I get next time, because I'm, what
Never
it's
do it again.
or bus. I'll run off the bus, or I don't know, stab a dude at that point. And it's sad. And then I also know a guy on the flip side that was homeless, and he was working temporary. I was working temporary jobs because I just got my trucking license, but no one wanted to hire me. This guy was homeless. I was like, how the fuck are you homeless with a phone and a car? He's like, same thing. He went to jail on some thing. It's fucking fucked up story, but like, a false accusation of rape, but it went through, but it was his girlfriend, and it was weird, and he's in jail for a while, and he did a bid, and then he got out, and his family said fuck him, and it was that I have nowhere to go, and he's sleeping in shelters. And then I met him through temporary work, and I talked to him for like a few months, and he was a really cool guy. And just like 2 years ago, not even 2 years ago, less than a year and maybe 2018, so 2 years ago, I seen him, and he's like, man, I've been working, and I got a good job in construction I found, so I'm making some good money now, finally. I got a place I'm renting with these guys, so it's like, I'm like, that's nice, man. That's like, and he's like, I'm going to probably move out of Winnipeg. This place is shitty. He's going to go down to Ottawa and make some more money or something, like, or Alberta, wherever the hell he was talking about. But he was like, yeah, like, I guess he turned it around, but he's like, man, I knew him for like maybe 4 years of my life, like the last 4 years. In the 2 to 3 years that he was struggling. Like, he'd have to sleep on people's couches at that point, right? Like, whoever like is in his life, he's like, yeah, and he kind of turned it around. So it's like you can fall in pits in life. But then I think the majority of funneling of people that do become homeless was almost like they were born with such like, because also my best friend, he was.
You can't say the person was born with it. It's nurture.
No, not born with it.
It's the upbringing. It's the upbringing and what the parents do.
If your parents,
the child then sees through his life or her life.
If you're born with shitty parents, right?
Yeah.
Your parents abused you,
Yeah.
right? It's like you can like there's almost like you're, and this is a bad word to use, like you feel damaged on the inside. Like you walk around with like almost like a stain on your soul. And it feels like he never shook that, man. And I as much as I loved him, and it's like he was one of my best friends, man, and it's like you can say fuck it, and then I feel like a lot of people in the homeless, in the tents living there, they're just like fuck it, get a beer, I just need beer, fuck it, and it's just like kind of make a joke of it, like it's like it's too damaging to look upon themselves. Like, especially if as a child, if you're touched or something was wrong, it's too hard to look into that. I feel a lot of it's like homeless people probably have kids, raised homeless. Well, where are they going to be buying condoms, right? So it's like.
Well, I mean,
and then another abandoned kid, another foster in the system, and it's like, I feel as though the system itself, like we could throw money, or we can create a system where it's like, okay, foster kids, and my mom was adopted, she was adopted from my grandpa, adopted parents that was in the war, and he was a British. And he was very strict. He was strict, but like he was focused, and he had real estate, and he had a business going in the serving industry. He owned a hotel or something.
Where was this?
In Winnipeg, and he would travel my grandpa was like he was like a man's man. Like he was.
What's your grandpa's name?
Alec Herbert. He had like so many, like he was just focused. He was a focused guy, and I could learn so much from him. But he was, I was so young when he passed, but he adopted my mom, and my mom, maybe if she never was adopted, she would have had a really fucking tough time too living.
Sure.
And my mom is kind of still affected because never knowing your parents, it'll always fuck with you.
Yeah.
It'll always fuck with you.
Yeah.
And I feel if there's just kids being, even in the foster care homes, good luck. It's a roll of the dice of whoever shows fit enough to raise these kids. And I feel as though there's those weird, like 10 kids in a home, and they own a mansion, but it's like they need to keep getting kids from the fosters, those like community homes or whatever.
There's a lot of people that do it just for the money.
Exactly.
They'll take the foster child in. They don't care for it, care about it. And then, you just dump a defective human into the world.
And
Thanks.
It's sad, but like global terrorism sad, you know? Mm-hmm. Like there's a lot of things, and it's like...
It's a decision for people above our pay grade, buddy.
Exactly. But I feel as though with like the way Trudeau is going about it, he's got these scams. What is it? The charity scam? The We Charity? The We, whatever the fuck he's doing?
Yeah, some sort of We Charity thing, and it's all a scam.
Supplying money to his family or something?
Something like that.
Like, see, like, that's where it's like...
Well, that's the problem. The rich keep getting richer off of shit like this. Sure, maybe he's gonna get in trouble. He's gonna get yelled at. Oh, is he gonna lose the prime minister?
Well, he already denied it. So
but it doesn't really matter, man. He's made his money. He's got to come out and take a little bit of a shit kicking from the public and social media and things like that. But it doesn't matter. He's made his money. Mm-hmm. What's done is done.
Exactly. Like,
you
couldn't have said it better. Like it's like it's like, oh, you caught me.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't do it, but we'll take this to whatever.
Yeah, but I still, whether he did it or not, the money's still there. Shit's gonna go on, and he gets richer, we get poorer, trying to make ends meet and shit like that. And it's disturbing because I hear that military contracts have always been a huge controversial point, but there's
so much money in them.
Well, yeah, and I mean, there's this one jet that's down in the States. I think it's the F-35 something or other that can vertically take off and stuff. Well, this thing has failed year after year after year. Every time they redo it, something fails on it. And the government has done nothing but sink billions and billions of dollars into this thing. And it keeps coming up a failure. And you have a huge homeless problem. My God, those billions could have solved a lot of your problems, and you'd still have money left over to go get a sandwich.
Yeah, it's true. Like
that's what really sickens me.
just on a primal level too. Like,
yeah.
it's like, how the hell is like the Catholic priests, like, all of that, like they're not the fucking Catholic the Catholic. What all goes in the Vatican and shit like that, all of that stuff.
Priests are
it's like
bishops.
Yeah, it's like with
Gold.
they're tax free. That's tax free, so that's
Of course it is.
so sacred. But like,
Sure.
dude, like
Scientology is tax free too.
yeah, and it's like the cost of that whole. If you just tax some shit like Scientology,
Yeah. If people started kicking in what they should, then fine. Oh, but the corporations can't deal with things like that. They need their billions of dollars to survive. It's just, okay, well, the amount of people that you're keeping alive is, very small. The people that you actually owe to is very small. The employees, go away.
Mm-hmm.
You don't matter. You're the ones that are actually doing the stuff that is keeping the company afloat, but we can do it some other way with something else, with anything else. And, it just...
And the way with this, the internet is the ultimate, like, the information is there. It's right out in the open. Like, you could probably look through, like, our government's, like, all the taxes and what they're spending and the COVID. It's constantly shown, like, oh... That's that benefit, the hero benefit. I didn't know I could apply for that. Did you know about that?
The wife had said something about it. It was a provincial thing or something.
My friend from work, he's like, I got $1,377.
Yeah.
Just because he applied, because you're working under the COVID-19. It's like a hero fund. It's literally shit like that. And I was like, I missed that.
The company I worked for gave me an extra couple of bucks an hour because I was working during the time of COVID and everything. Because I was considered a frontline worker. No, not anymore.
You could.
It's done.
You could have though.
Oh yeah, I could have. Sure.
I totally fucked that up
Well,
too.
there was also the stipulation you had to make
less
a
than
minimum
$60,000
or a maximum or something.
It was
like
less
that.
than like $60,000, but like.
Well, no, I had heard you had to make. You couldn't make over 1,000 something every 2 weeks before taxes or something, or after taxes. It's always that around that $1,000 mark, before taxes are taken off.
No. That was the curb.
No. This was something else put out by the provincials.
During, like, if you're back at work, you can apply for it. Like, it was.
Well, I was never off of work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you're working at that time, anyone can apply for it. I think unless you make like a ridiculous amount of money for a job that you'd be like, you don't need $1,000 because it doesn't matter. But I'm pretty sure you were able to, like, because my guy that I work with, he's like, I'd applied for it and got it. I'm like, fuck.
Well, and I mean, I applied for CURB and I got 2 checks for a couple of grand each a while ago, but then I went back to try it and it said, no, you make too much money.
I want to be in the meetings where they kind of, I would just want to be a fly on the wall and just kind of see how many people are designating this fund. It's like, is it a group of 5 people, 10 people? Are they just in like in a big courtroom and they're like, all right,
financial
guys,
committees.
Here's this.
Yeah.
They all vote on it, and it's
our like, ministers of this, that, and the other thing,
but it's like they had $120 million to anyone that applied for it. But it's like, I had no news about it. I didn't know about it. I could have applied for it. Why not just give it to all? You can check the people working. They're making money. Check the checks. Tax season is bullshit because they know the taxes. They know exactly. I fuck up my taxes. They adjust it, and it's like, okay, you're on your way. Yeah, we fix it for you. All you made, here, we're taking off $200 or whatever.
But they've already got all those numbers, yet you got to file your taxes every year.
I got to spend money or I got to spend time if you do your taxes yourself to do it, for the government to be like, see your homework? Yeah, you're good on your way.
Basically, yeah. They're just testing you. They're seeing if you're lying, they want to see how much you're lying to them or something. It's just, they've already got all your records and everything.
In the age where technology is so advanced and like free speech is fucking the utmost thing, like, for everybody, and we realize that the average person has fuck all to say, it's feels like as though the government's like, we're still in a school, like a high school. Put on your mask. Stay 6 feet apart. See your accounting with your taxes. Did you do anything bad? You're going in timeout.
The mask and the 6 feet apart is a totally new thing.
But it feels as though we're getting closer to, I feel, almost like a dictatorship. Like,
oh my God, man.
Don't
tell me you're drinking the Kool-Aid on this whole thing.
I feel as though democracy in China is communism, and we are democratized, but like we're kind of taking things from China now. Like the elites of Canada, I feel as though, and states, especially with Trump. Trump is like
It's been going on for a long time, though.
I'm pretty sure when he was taking a North Korean visit, he was just writing down notes about how to treat the subjects and how do I treat my my slaves. I mean, my American people.
Yeah.
Because he needs more buildings. Mans need more buildings.
Oh, he needs more shit with his name on it. That's all he loves.
I don't know. Yeah, I just feel as though like if we have to say anything, the entire Western civilization, I feel, we're not helping going over there as much as some of that shit's rubbing off on us. We haven't fought. Like the terrorism thing didn't work. Just confused everybody. And with China, like if we said there's American troops and Canadian troops in China, what are they doing? They're watching and they're not stopping it. There's no war going on. There's no insurgents, spies. What are spies? They should take a plane over here. The average person will tell you half of the shit going on. Oh yeah, the nuke. We got nukes. How much nukes we got? We got like.
Well, I'm pretty sure if there's a spy going around there, looking at more than just the TV or something.
Yeah, I work down at the nuclear plant. It's like Homer Simpson. Come on down.
Yeah, they're gonna do more than
come check it out.
Homer.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It feels as though like if you wanted to be a spy, it'd be so easy in Canada and USA. The average person's stupid. The average person's so stupid.
Oh. So does that mean you're going to go join CSIS?
CSIS? I thought it was the Taliban, then it's ISIS, and now it's
Those
CSIS.
are terrorists.
What's CSIS?
CSIS is the Canadian Special Intelligence Service.
Oh, okay. That was way off. No. Antifa.
You're talking about spies.
I'm going to join Antifa, man.
Oh, my God.
What the hell is that?
Well, they're apparently the ones throwing the Molotovs and stuff.
Yeah, there's too many. Like, and you can rally so many people around like a few letters acronym, a few letter acronym.
Well, yeah. That's, the all cops are bad, the ACAB. That's not all cops are bad. Not all cops are bad.
BLM.
So
it feels as though, and again, I remember doing this shit in high school, man. Debates. It's like, okay, we got this group, the Green Party, TGP, just acronyms, and it's just like, I remember like there's so many acronyms that it's becoming like it's just becoming it's a copy and paste at this point. The fucking Al Qaeda.
Well, I know they make up an acronym for everything nowadays. Well, especially if it can be catchy.
Antifa.
It helps people remember things.
The Chaz.
That's why it's done. Speaking of done, buddy, I think we're almost done for this time. I think we're almost done for this broadcast. You kind of droned on there for quite a while.
We'll leave I'm sorry. I was really I do think about this.
You're a chatty Cathy, Jay. I'll tell you that, pal.
If you take anything away from this show, it's that I know nothing. So like, everything I was droning on about.
Anything from this show will take away you.
Anything. It's just a guy just sitting down smoking weed and being like, they should really do something about that homeless problem. They should really do something about them damn terrorists.
I'm sure a lot of people.
People over there in the government, they fucked.
I'm sure you're not the only one saying they should be doing something about the homeless problem. So it's nice to know you're on board.
Oh yeah, just at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Another person ranting with a podcast.
That's right.
But maybe we can accomplish something.
Maybe we can. Maybe we can.
Canada's motto.
Thank you for your input this week, Jay. I appreciate it, pal.
No problem.
It's
man.
always
Great-
an
great to have you,
entertaining,
man. Great
always
to
an
have you.
entertaining time talking to you. Anyways, that's the weekend.
That's
I'm
the weekend
XLG.
show.
This is Medium J. Nothing.
You got anything to promote? Actually,
Promoting us. Subscribe to the YouTube channel.
subscribe, like, and subscribe.
We're recording at
Bedside Studios.
Bedside Studios.
And-
we are recording at Bedside Studios. We'd like to thank our producer, Len.
Yeah, and I'd like to just promote, like, I got a album called Gods Amongst Men. It's on Spotify, iTunes, the whole shebang, YouTube. You could just look at it. Dope ass album, 11 tracks. Yeah, check it out.
What is our YouTube channel?
This YouTube channel? It's the Weekend Show with Mediumjay and XLG.
So subscribe to the Medium Show with Mediumjay, the Weekend Show with Mediumjay and
Weekend Show with
XLG.
Mediumjay.
Subscribe to the Medium Show. Subscribe to the Weekend Show with Mediumjay
Got
and
me tongue
XLG.
twisted, yeah. And subscribe to Cash Leaders, because that's my rap group. That's what
Nice.
you see all my buddies, and we'll obviously get some rappers in local music. Maybe we'll have shows during the show.
Cool. That'd be
And
cool.
we'll only have to
A
do this for
little
30.
interlude.
We'll only have to talk for
That's
30
right.
minutes.
That's right. All right,
Already
folks.
trying to make
Till
it
next
easy.
time.
All right.
Out.
Take it easy.